What's up guys, welcome to the Booty Channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Legion Mage Tower time walking. We're going to have all your questions answered and we're going to take a look at how you can min-max your character to defeat the hardest content or one of the hardest contents in the game. Let's check it out. Alright, first things first. Mage Tower will be available when Legion Timewalking is up. On the PTR, you will see that the first Legion Timewalking is up on the 7th of December in US and 8th of December in EU. Legion Timewalking will be up for 2 weeks the first time it comes out. Next time Legion Timewalking is back, it will be up for 1 week, which is the same time frame as the other Timewalking events. The next time we will see Legion Timewalking is on March 24th in US and March 25th in EU. After that, it'll come in June 18th and June 19th, US and EU respectively. As it looks now, we are getting Legion Timewalking event 3 times per year. You enter the Legion Mage Tower Timewalking by traveling to the Broken Shore that is located on an island next to the Legion Dalaran in Broken Isle. There's a location in Broken Shore called Deliverance Point that has a tower next to the Flight Master. Just outside that tower is an NPC called War Counselor Victoria. Talk to her and choose if you want to enter the Mage Tower and you're sorted. Now let's check out how the ilvl gear works and the power and all that stuff when you enter the Legion Timewalking Mage Tower. You can enter it at level 45. All gear is scaled to 50 eye level. Your character is scaled to level 50. Now Blizzard has removed a lot of the powers when it comes to Timewalking Mage Tower. So a lot of these borrowed powers that we're getting from different expansions and also in Shadowlands won't work when you enter it. What we know right now is following: all Covenant abilities, all Covenant signature abilities, all Shadowlands legendary effects, all Soulbind traits and conduits, all Shards of Domination, all Azerite traits, all essences, the legendary ring procs from WoD, and the legendary meta gem from Mr. Pandaria. The ones that are not removed yet, but it might happen anyway though with the hotfix, are the Mr. Pandaria legendary cloaks and some other type of legendary gear. Blizzard will probably remove those as well, but we will see. Now let's take a look at the actual Mage Tower action. There are 7 challenges in Legion Mage Tower Timewalking that different classes and specs can enter. These are the followings. First one is called Closing the Eye. Here you have to defeat Archmage Zalem at the Eye of Eternity. The second one, An Impossible Foe. Here you have to defeat Agatha, the Imp Mother in her lair. Third one up is the God Queen's Fury. You have to defeat Sigrin in the Hall of Valor. Fourth one up, Fell Totem's Fall. And here you have to defeat Tugar Blood Totem in High Mountain. Fifth one up, the High Lord's Return. You gotta defeat High Lord Cruel in the Twisting Nether. Sixth one up, End of the Rising Threat. And here, you gotta defeat Lord Erdris Thorn in the Blackrock Hold. And the last one, the Thwarting of the Twins. You have to defeat the twins, Rest and Karam Mage Spear in the Twisting Nether. You cannot just go in there and choose whatever challenge you want with your same character that you're playing. For the challenge in Closing the Eye, it is only Frost DKs, Havoc Demon Hunters, Survival Hunters, Sub-Rogues, and Arms Warrior that can enter it. For the challenge An Impossible Foe, it is Unholy Death Knight, Feral Druid, Fire Mages, Outlaw Rogues, Elemental Shammies, and Fury Warriors that can enter. When it comes to the God Queen's Fury, it is Arcane Mage, Red Pala, Assassination Rogue, Enhancement Chamois, and the Demo Warlocks. When it comes to the Fell Totem's Fall, it is Beastmaster Hunters, Windwalker Monks, Disc Priests, and Destro Warlocks. And the High Lord's Return, we have the tanks, the Blood DK, the Vengeance Demon Hunter, the Guardian Druid, Brewmaster Monk, Prot Pala, and the Prot Warrior. And then we have the End of the Rising Threat, which is the healish one. And there we have the Resto Druid, the Mistweaver Monks, the Holy Pally, the Holy Priest, and the Resto Chamois. And the last one is the Thwarting of the Twins. And there we have the Balance Druid, the MM Hunter, the Frost Mage, the Shadow Priest, and the Affliction Warlock. Now let's check out how you can increase your character power so you min-max it in Legion Timewalking Mage Tower. There are some factors that we still can't control even though Blizzard has removed all the borrowed powers in Legion Mage Tower Timewalking. Since we get scaled to eye level 50 and level 50, there are some tweaks here and there that can be made to increase your character power. And since the Mage Tower is not an easy fight, it is actually good to collect all those crumbs to help you out. I have divided these in 5 categories. First one is the primary secondary stats. The second one is to choose gear with socket. Third one is to add socket on gear. fourth one is to choose Beast Trinket, and the fifth one is Professions from Legion, BFA, and Shadowlands. We're gonna take a look at each one of these, and we start with the primary and secondary stats. Use the best gear stats either from older expansions or buy Korthian gear, since you can buy it slot specific in 915. If you got a currency from Legion or BFA, then you can buy the relinquished gear from Legion or the benthic gear from BFA. When it comes to sockets, choose gear that you have a socket on as well. This is when Korthia comes in handy again, since you can choose slot specific gear to buy. Buy until you are satisfied with the stats, then add sockets on them as well through the Korthia Archivist vendor that sells it if you have the reputation for it and the cataloged research currency for it. Because remember that the eye level does not matter, everything will get scaled down to 50. We gotta be smart and thinking, how can we do this in the best way? If you have a hard time finding already gear that have sockets on them, then check professions, because there are a lot of professions out there that you already get a socket on it once you craft it. Now let's check out the trinkets. A lot of character power will also come from your 2 trinkets. Maximizing the power on them as much as possible will help you extremely. Use as best trinket as possible. Shadowlands trinket is not a must since you get scaled to eye level 50. Go back and check Legion and BFA for badass trinkets. Since you can solo a lot of older content, it'll be easier to get those trinkets than hoping for luck on Shadowlands trinkets. And there might be trinkets from Legion and BFA that is even better than the Shadowland trinkets. Alright, now let's check out the professions when it comes to Legion, BFA, and Shadowlands. If you want to min-max it even further, then get gear based on enchants. There are different types of enchants in Legion, BFA, and Shadowlands that goes into certain gear slots. Get the gear slot from an expansion that can enchant that gear slot. For example, in Legion, you can enchant Necklace, and that you cannot do in Shadowlands. Since it gets scaled to eye level 50 the Legion gear, you can use the Legion Necklace and enchant it. Just check what eye level the enchants can go on. Then we have the Alchemy. Legion, BFA, and Shadowlands have different type of power on them. It might be a good thing to check them out and compare them. The next one up is the Inscription. In BFA, we could make scrolls that buffed us. These cannot be used above level 50, but since we get scaled down, this should work. And the scrolls are the War Scrolls of Battle Shout, which increase attack power by 3% for 30 minutes, the War Scroll of Fortitude, which increase target stamina by 3% for 30 minutes, and the War Scroll of Intellect, which increase the target's intellect by 3% for 30 minutes. And the last one up is the Jewel Crafters. They can craft Legion necklaces that has a class specific power on it. They also got stamina as a primary stat, and you can put a socket into it. Not all these class specific necklaces are good for Legion Mage Tower, but some classes, they are lucky. The Chamois necklace regens health every 1 second while swimming or standing in water and not in combat. The Priest one is heal yourself and gain insanity with a 5-minute cooldown. The Death Knight has an increased run speed by 20% when below 50% health. The Hunters makes your pet enrage when fighting creatures of the same family and increase damage by 60% for 10 seconds, and it occurs every 2.5 minutes. The Warriors get a charge and intercept that generates 25% more rage. The Paladin necklace has a chance on being hit to blind your enemy, reducing their damage dealt to you by 50% for 5 seconds and occurs once every 120 seconds. The Mage necklace casts a random damage spell at your target with a 5-minute cooldown. The Rogue necklace, when you land a killing blow on an enemy that gives experience and honor, the remaining cooldown of sprint is reduced by 10 seconds. The Druid necklace increases verse but when outdoors. The Monk necklace, roll, cheat torpedo, or jumping heals you, and it happens every 20 seconds. When it comes to the Warlock necklace, heals you when your summoned demon dies, and it happens every 3 minutes. Demon Hunter necklace, reflect chaos damage back to the attacker for 20 seconds with a 5-minute cooldown. These necklaces are eye level 53, which goes hand in hand with the BFA jewel crafting gems. You can craft BFA gems that doesn't only have stats on it. For example, the Straddling Sage Agate is a gem that gives 5% movement speed. Getting some of those can be very handy in some of these fights. So as you can see, there's a lot of things we can do to min-max our characters in Legion Timewalking Mage Tower. Okay, so after this really hard content, what are the rewards? Completing all 7 challenges will earn you the achievement A Tower of Towers, as well as the mount, the Wondrous Soaring Spell Tome. Now, the best thing about the mount is not only that it's so specific and so unique, it's also that when someone sees you with this mount, they know that you have completed a really hard contest. It's like back in the days of vanilla when people were standing outside the auction house in Ironforge and people would walk past them and saw what they had on them. They also knew. Now that feeling is very rare, and it's amazing that we're getting it back to World of Warcraft. Alright, so except for the mount, we're also getting Legion themed class transmogs. We got transmogs back when Mage Tower was active from the beginning, but then when it closed, Blizzard said that those rewards would not be available anymore. Mainly because many players pushed themselves to collect all the appearances they could before the tower closed. So instead, defeating a Mage Tower challenge with a class, you will earn a Legion's themed transmog for that class. Not only, Guardian Druids can also earn additional reward, the Druid Fell Reaver Werebear form, and this is inspired by the original Mage Tower reward. Now me personally, I like this more than the other one. There it is. Now I have some future guides coming up when it comes to Legion Mage Tower, especially when it comes to the gearing part of it, because you have like puzzle different things from different expansion and stuff, so you get like a nice full power set. If you're interested in a special class or spec, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this guide, guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subbed yet, whew,